film along with their writing partner on this. Please welcome Josh Safdie and Benny Safdie. And need I say more than Adam Sandler?
What movie did you just watch?
All right. He just said that was not Happy Gilmore. Well, okay.
It's definitely not Happy Gilmore.
It's amazing. I saw this movie in Telluride, and it took me a few hours to recover. It is a mind trip, and what you guys go through and how you did it. The Safdies need to be congratulated on this film.
Thank you.
And let me just ask you guys, I understand this has been sort of 10 years in the making for you. Sort of goes back to your first film, Daddy Longlegs, when you were actually developing this, and when you first offered it to Adam, unbeknownst to Adam.
Yeah, thank you, Sandy, for passing on the film in 2012, because we weren't ready, the script wasn't ready, and we certainly weren't at a place yet in our careers where we were basically ready or skillful, and that's where we had to educate ourselves. And every film we've done since Daddy Longlegs was an educational detour. Lenny Cook, Heaven Knows What, we met the girl from Heaven Knows What doing research for the Diamond District. Good time we did to kind of educate ourselves on genre and pace, which led to this movie. But
we did know back then that we wanted Adam to be in it. And even though we weren't ready, there was something very important about Howard. Was you always had to kind of love him. You could feel all these complicated feelings for him, but it was very important that you were rooting for him, and that was something that you could always bring out in him, or at least we felt that early on. And then when we
I don't think there's anybody who could who pulled that character off in the way that Benny's talking about.
There is. Plenty of people out here could do it too.
Well, Adam, it's a very complex performance. There's a lot of dialogue here.
Yes.
I mean, there's two layers of dialogue. It's almost like a Robert Altman film with sound and stuff going on in every frame. And did you adhere very close to their script, or did they allow you to improvise? Because it seems so precise to me what you were doing here.
It's all their words, and then on occasion we got cooking on other stuff. It would happen, and scenes would keep going. But we stuck by the script, and then they rewrote the script throughout the process. And some mornings I would show up, and it would be different thoughts. Just because when you were making the movie, things would happen and adjustments would be made. It was how many days we shot? Probably like 35 days or something like that. And throughout that process, they would adjustments get made because of what they see happening. And but ultimately, same story, same thoughts. It's just tweaks get made. New monologues on occasion. These guys would throw at me like 20 minutes before set up, and they say, just try to get something like that.
I'd say that personally, there was one day. First of all, we had the benefit of following up 100% Fresh. There was, that was a 50-city tour where he was doing 3 hours of material.
I did stand up, and so Josh thinks that because I was
know.
doing a lot of stand up and a lot of material that I was on my game of remembering stuff.
I mean, personally, it was like a dream come true when we were doing that one scene. The most of it got cut from the movie, where you would come back to the back room, we would throw one idea at you, and then you'd pop back in and mess with Kevin Garnett. Yeah.
I was talking the scene when I first meet Kevin Garnett and when Howard first meets him, and I'm going to the back room to get his earrings cleaned up, and I would walk in the back room, and then these guys would have headphones on and go, "Say this," when you go back out, so the camera would still be rolling, and I'd come out and I'd say something to KG about Doc Rivers or something. Does he know you're here right now? And Kevin Garnett would improvise the whole time. Just right on the. Kevin Garnett is incredible, by the way, in the movie. Yeah, baby, you killed it.
I remember the smile that you had when you came back after like the 10th time. You're like, all right, what do I do now? What do I go?
Oh
for?"
yeah.
Say Jeremy Lin. You'd be like, what do we think about Jeremy Lin? What are we thinking about?
Oh yeah.
The whole cast, a lot of them, what they call in the business non-pros, have never acted before. They're real people. They really work there, and you guys did that intentionally. Wanted that kind of feel, authentic feel, and tell about that, about the casting here.
Yeah, we worked with we had
Julia. That's your
Julia's first
movie.
film.
That's right too. Yeah, that's what was so incredible about this movie was because there were so many non-actors and a lot of the people were playing themselves, but it was incredible that to see all the, like, I would get emotional sometimes because you hear all these stories of people that have like really like live, breathe, eat, sleep the Diamond District, and now they're gonna be immortalized in this movie, and like they were just so happy, and I was so happy for them that they were finally gonna get like this recognition for all the hard work. And you know, the Diamond District is no joke, and like even, yeah, I was so honored to obviously to work alongside Adam, but also all these other incredible people, and yeah, Adam was just like incredible to work with.
You too, Julia. You did
Thank
great.
you.
Amazing.
I am
amazing.
really talented.
Excellent. You are very talented.
But he brought it out in me, you know? Like, he
Yeah.
made me super comfortable, and just seeing his ease every day on set, how he embodied Howard, like, I really embodied Julia.
You did. Yes.
So,
From the early test on, you know, when you guys
Yeah.
were at Barney's. Yeah, we did like a character test where we went to Barney's and it was open. You know, it was a fully functioning store. We didn't close it down. We just went into the dressing room
area.
and did a scene between the two of them.
A test, yeah, and that was Julia's screen test in addition to Howard's
and that was
character test.
pretty
Yeah.
much all improv, just to see like our chemistry on set, and it was just so fun. Like, it was just hilarious.
There was
Everyone
about-
was
I think
just trying not to laugh.
I think like 300 people auditioned for the part of Julia, and yeah, it was kind of. I mean, I met with Julia in 2013 about the part, so she was someone who we wanted for the part for a very long time, and then just through the rigorous process of casting with Francine Maisler and Jennifer Vendetti, we wanted to look at everybody, and this was a big part of this movie was going to be creating this great ensemble cast of veterans and some great local talent in New York, in addition to bringing some real people from the street and juxtaposing them one against the other. And that was really special to see Sandler with the guy who shoots him in the end, Keith. That was his first film. And and he
Yeah, all those guys. Those guys were, you know, when we were they threw me in the back of the car, the Suburban, and they were choking me and everything. They were choking. They were very strong guys. The stunt coordinator he was driving, and he would try to say calm down, and these guys were getting more riled up. And like, who's this fucking guy telling us to calm down?
they almost hit him.
Yeah, and they were getting mad at that. Yeah.
I remember you said the picture of your body. You never complained about anything ever, but which is, you know, so you. But they. I remember you said the picture after that day of shooting.
Yes,
Your
yeah.
The next morning, you
I
looked
had
like a cheetah.
I know. I had like all these little bruises on my little dainty body from the boys. The boys
Yeah,
were going to town on me.
you brought up all those like the first time actors that we had, and I think it was amazing because there was a lot of give and take between everybody, you know, with Sandler and Julia, and then also Sandler and Keith, giving like kind of the I guess sometimes it was patience, but other time it was just openness, which was very helpful, you know, to have.
Bogosian too. Like we don't do a lot of. We leave a lot of. We don't like to put give restrictions to the actors. We let no marks on the floor, and we tried to tell Darius Kanji, our cinematographer, to keep up with that. And we shot anamorphic 35 millimeters, so it was difficult. But I think for the actors, I think it was very liberating. And Bogosian, for some reason, was like extra liberated by it. He made our lives more difficult. He's like, oh, no marks, so whatsoever. I'm just gonna jump around, you know, the first couple of takes.
This was shot. I mean, all the jewelry store stuff was shot in Long Island. Is that
It was
right?
on a set. We built that whole, everything.
Okay,
was on
because
the
it looks
stage.
like it's somewhere. I'm going to go to New
47.
York and search for that store and stuff. It looks so real, and the production designer did a great job on
He
this.
did, yeah. Sam was
You're welcome to come by anytime. you want.
Anytime, Beth Page or
I think what we had, Sandler trailed a couple of jewelers throughout the prep process.
Yes,
to get
on
into the
47th
character.
Street, yeah.
And we had some of them come out and hang out on the stage.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would be on the stage. The guys from the district became a big part of the movie, and they would just make sure we were doing everything properly, and the lingo was right, and
We were checking for vibe a lot too.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember this.
Sandler was like, he's the vibe ambassador.
Well, you would have. You were like, how would I? You were trying to figure out how you'd talk about the earrings, and you go up to the top. Like, well, how would you talk about the earrings?
Yeah.
Ask him like it was pretty cool.
That's
You
right.
get close. Yeah. So it was. But then at one point, that was great. But then one day we came in and this guy Todd, who was a real jeweler, was doing a deal in our fake showroom. He had someone from.
Oh yeah.
That was funny, but the jewelry's fake.
So he was selling your fake jewelry there?
He was selling actual diamonds, some heirloom diamonds.
My props though were real.
Yes,
The
yes.
the props I had, normally when you do a movie, you at the end of the day you take your props off, you give it to the prop master, and sometimes you forget. You're like, oh, I think it's in my trailer, or blah blah blah. Or this was like so $30,000 worth of stuff on you. Right? So it was the most prop. The head of the props department would just beeline
She was
towards me,
worried
just
all
like, give me the pinky ring, give me the, I want the necklace, let's go.
And I remember that when there's that scene where you're FaceTiming your son. That
Yeah.
watch is like a $250,000
Yes.
watch.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's expensive.
Changes the character, changes that for an actor. Where that's.
Yeah.